Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I will explain to you how to solve this pair of simultaneous equations but using a different method. In my previous video, I have shown you that you can solve a pair of simultaneous equation by a method known as the substitution method. But in this one, we will adopt a new method or use another alternative or a method in order to find the solutions for x and y that satisfies this two range of equations. Now, as the previous video, what we did first, we declared this as equation 1 and this one as equation 2. Now, in order to eliminate either x or y, what we can do is we need to look for a way to eliminate or a possible let's say we need to multiply this equation, for example, in such a way that we can either add or subtract with the second equation and thoroughly eliminate one of the variables. In this case, you can say that in the x variables, or the numbers attached to the x in our case, you can see that they're related by a factor of 2, meaning that if you multiply this first equation 1 by 2, you will get this as, if we can show it here, if we multiply this by 2, we'll get this as 12x minus 10y equals to 16. We'll call this as equation 3, while equation 2 remains unchanged. Now you can see that if you add equation 3 with equation 2, meaning that you add the x's together and then you add the y's together, and don't forget, most important thing that students might make a mistake in is that you need to add also the number after the equal sign with the numbers which are after the equal sign. So for example, if we add 16 plus 0, the equation 4, let's say we call the new equation that we will write equation number 4, 12x plus minus 12x, it becomes 0. So 0x, or 0 basically, but let's just call it 0x, minus 10y plus 2y, it becomes minus 8y, equals to 16 plus 0 gives me 16. To simplify the equation, it just becomes minus 8y equals to 16. Now if we solve this quickly, algebraically, it becomes y as it is equal to minus 2. And now, since we've done, now I won't say it's the hard part, the majority, which was the elimination part, we solved for y. What now we can do is we can substitute the value of y into any of these equations, even if equation 3, let's try equation 3 for example, 12x minus 10y, y in our case is minus 2, so 10 times minus 2 gives me minus 20. Equal to 16. Now minus minus in our case becomes plus, so 12x plus 20 is equal to 16. And if we take the 20 to the opposite side, it becomes 12x is equal to 16 minus 20, which is minus 4, and we can easily solve for x in our case, which is negative 1/3. And this is the solution to x. Now of course, if you want to verify the validity of our solutions, we can do, we just substitute the values of x and y as I have mentioned in my previous video. So 6 times minus a third gives me minus 2, and minus 5 times minus 2 minus 10. So it minus 2 minus minus 10, since minus minus 10 is plus 10, so 10 minus 2 gives me 8. And of course, if you can do the same thing for equation 2 or equation 3 if you want to confirm the validity of our solution in our case. Now I want to thank you for listening or viewing this video, and I hope you give me a likes, share, subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you.